Good morning, fellas. It's Active Aussie Sean here. It's Friday morning. It's almost lunchtime. I have a bit of free time at the moment, so just thought I'd come over here, make a video, at least for a few minutes. I had a bit of an interesting experience yesterday morning. I was out and about a bit earlier than usual. I had to take the car to the mechanic for a service, so I called in at the local Hungry Jack's, which is like Australian Burger King. So I went there about 7:30 a.m. because I had to drop the car in about 8:15. But anyway, whilst I was in there, I just got a cup of coffee and a brekkie wrap. A bloke came up to me, a homeless man, and he said, "Excuse me, mate, would you mind helping out a homeless man?" And this fella looked really terrible, and to be honest, he really stank as well. And yeah, he was genuinely homeless, and I just said, yeah, okay, mate, no worries. I'll give you a bit of money as long as you buy food with it. So I went up to him with the counter, and I think I gave him $12 or $13, which is enough to get like a meal there in the mornings. And that was fine. I know the girls up there, so I just said, help this bloke out. He needs a meal. And they said, yeah, okay. And I left a few minutes after that. But I'm noticing more and more homeless people around my area, and people affected by drugs and various substances. And anyway, I just basically got on with the rest of my day after that, and picked the car up later, and then I went out and did a bit of shopping. But when I came home, I was just scrolling through a few different sites on YT and just on the internet in general, and I came across this article once again about how women can't afford to pay their rent, can't afford to pay off their mortgages. And I've seen more and more of this, and I think I've made a few videos about it before, but it's always the women who are the victim, and men's problems are never discussed. It's always women having problems with this or that. And I think this article about women being unable to pay their rent and mortgages was on The Guardian Australia, which is a very, very woke site, and any of you guys who are familiar with it would know that. But I left a comment below this article, and I just said, this is just once again a lot of BS. I said, you don't think that men are struggling to pay bills and to pay their rent and to buy food, pay mortgages, etc. as well? And one woman left a response to me and said, no, you are wrong. You men get paid 22%, 23% more on average than us women do. And that myth, that lie, has been debunked countless times, as we know. And it's always women being portrayed as victims by the Australian media, the Australian MSM, and by a lot of politicians too, by the way. And it's just a lot of garbage. I'd say that Western women, and especially white Australian women, are in the top 1 to 2% of the most privileged individuals on this planet. And it might do some of these gals a world of good if they could actually see what real disadvantage and real oppression looks like in certain places of the world where a lot of both men and women really are oppressed. But no, Australia, sorry, is not one of those countries. Although the cost of housing here is just really crazy, obviously. And as you know, I was up in Darwin recently, and even in some areas like Ludmilla, which has a few nice streets, but you'd say it's a bit of a dump of a suburb. But even there, it's like $950K, $1 million for an average house. So it's not just Sydney and Brisbane. Brisbane's just totally unaffordable now, and the prices are continuing to go up very rapidly. So I guess it's great if you already own property, but if you're struggling to get into the market, it's just terrible. But everyone's in the same boat, so it's no use women complaining, saying, oh, us poor women, we can't afford to pay rent, we can't afford to buy a house, pay a mortgage. It's a bit of a red herring, because everyone is struggling, and it's probably going to get a lot worse as well before it gets better. But just wanted to point this out. It was quite a bit of a contrast, I feel. That's about all. Hope to talk to you again soon. I'll try and make a few more videos in the next 2 to 3 days. I'll talk to you then. Cheers.